hear me now, please let me know. Let me know, please. Okay. Can hear me now? Give me a thumbs up. Give me yes. Hello, Esther. I can hear you. Good evening, everyone. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm happy we can all hear me now. Good evening, everyone. How are we doing? Welcome to this Q&A section with Esther Emmanuel, your favorite special need coach. Thank you for joining me tonight. So I just thought that we should have this chat more often now. I get a lot of questions, especially from our parents and teachers on our WhatsApp group. By the way, I'm the coordinator of Bloomberg Learning Support. We are all over Nigeria. We have team members all around. We work with children with special needs, help them in different area of difficulties, and even beyond Nigeria, we do remote everywhere. Okay. So the truth is, I get a lot of questions. I get a lot of questions from parents and teachers, which sometimes can be overwhelming. And we do have our live section, the open forum on the WhatsApp group, but then I just thought that sometimes, because of some people are in different time zones, so they might not be able to join, and sometimes some people couldn't keep up with the time where we do the open forum. So I just thought, okay, let's have another opportunity. At least if open forum will, even though open forum will continue, but we will still have, other opportunities to also have our questions and answer and chats live. So that's why we're here. So I'm here to answer all our questions. Hi everyone. Hi, thank you for joining. So I'm here to answer all our questions that we might have for any kids with special needs, that we might, any question that we might have. I already have some questions here with me, so we're just going to start with those questions. Thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you again. So you can come up with your questions and type it on the comment section so I can read it out and then see how far we go. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. All right, let me start with the first question. I have it right here with me. Okay, the person said that my 7-year-old child has developmental delays and primarily uses just one word, like hi, hello, even though they seem to understand much more than they can express. I'm struggling with how to naturally encourage longer or more spontaneous sentences. Okay, I don't know. So this parent wants to know how to help the child to be more expressive, use longer sentences other than just one word. By the way, it's 7-year-old, and then of course at that age we know that it should be very expressive, very expressive. And so because of the developmental delay, he still uses one word to express him or herself. Okay, so what technique will I use to help him expand his speech? Okay, so that's the question. Now here is my answer, right? For that parent, I completely understand that it's normal for you to feel frustrated, especially when you consider the age of the child and the output. I know it will be, you'll be frustrated when the child is not able to express him or herself properly. Okay, So, but the truth is that there is good news. When we talk about expression and language and speech, it's just the solution is in our everyday interaction. That's the truth. The solution we are looking for is in our everyday interaction. This is what I mean. You have the opportunity as parents to model the expansion you're looking for in that child, the expression. You have that opportunity to express it. You understand? So when the child, for instance, say car, instead of say, oh, I see a car, maybe this is a car, something like that. Let's talk about a car. And the child just use the word car. So you as a parent, you can further model what you want. Probably the child might want to describe the color or how fast or what type of car, or do you understand? You now can now model into phrases or sentence, or you can say something like, oh, that blue car, oh, is it that fast car, do you understand? And let the child copy you. Sometimes because we are frustrated at how, or disappointed at what we're expecting from our children, we miss those little opportunities to actually teach them the right way to talk. That's the truth. Is there is a delay, there is a developmental delay here, so it's our responsibility to teach. So most times you have to be more expressive, you have to do the work. Okay, so for instance, I juice, your child wants to say juice, I want juice, just say juice. You let them know that I want juice. Okay, oh, my juice is all gone, I want another one, something like that. You tell them, teach them to model, let them say it after you. Okay, the more you say it, the better. And another way you do it is to help them describe. So for instance, you want them to take their shoe, they have, I'm sure they have different shoes, different color of shoe. Okay, so I say, don't say go and bring your shoe. Sometimes you can say go and bring your red shoe or your blue shoe. Do you understand? Describe with things that they can see, describe with color, describe with adjectives. Describe, of course, adjectives are descriptive words. The big, the small, fast, little, tall. That's how to actually teach them to be more expressive. Okay, so that's for that parent. I hope I've answered that question. Yeah, sometimes you can try to force alternatives from them. Use mostly like open-ended choices. You understand? So instead of just asking them questions that they will just say yes or no, you understand? Encourage more, how will I say, give them functional choices. Something like, do you want the red block or the green block? Okay, so they won't say yes or they won't say no. You will force them to actually say red block or green block. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? That's another way to teach them to be more expressive. So you are forcing them to, with an open-ended choices. You're not just asking, do you want rice? And the answer is just yes or no. That's the one word. You want to push them forward. So that's another way. Okay, I hope this is clear. I'm sure I've answered the question. Yeah. Yes, another thing is using wait time. I've said it a lot in my video. If you watch one of my videos here on YouTube, I explained wait time. Yes, sometimes we just want to quickly get the response from our kids. Sometimes it doesn't work like that. We'll give them a wait time, let them process the response, and if after wait time could be about 30 seconds to a minute, if they didn't respond to you, then you can now model what you want them to say. Okay, all right, that is that question. Okay, so thank you everyone, thank you. If you have questions, just drop it. As you join, please share the link to people, let them join. This is our open forum. I'm here to answer your questions. Okay, by the way, 2025 is rounding up, and thank God and thank you everyone for joining me so far. For people that subscribe to this channel, thank you. For people that have not subscribed, thank you. I'm hoping that God will touch you to just hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm still waiting for more questions here. More questions here. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to get. I still have more questions here with me, though. Um, I have more questions here with me. Um, okay, this person is asking how to know the difference between um, how to know the difference between if a child is crying tantrum or is meltdown, a child with autism. Okay, I think I've dealt with that a lot. I have a video on it actually that I posted here. You can watch the video too. I know I was um, it's tricky. That's the truth, especially when we are dealing with children with autism, and because sometimes, of course, not all children with autism are different. You understand the fact that A is displaying one thing, B necessarily wouldn't have to do that. Okay, so but then the truth is most kids on the autism spectrum do have what we call meltdown because they used to have sensory overload. Okay, they always have sensory overload. So and because of that, um, they display their meltdown in different ways that seem inconvenient to people around them, that seem sometimes looks like tantrum to us looking. Okay, so but then it takes understanding. The way you would know is tantrum is mostly tantrum is caused by a reason, like there has to be an hidden agenda. Let me use that word in quotes, like a reason, like something prompted it. Most times it's always want, or the child wanting to have his way or her way, the child wanting something and it got no, somebody is insisting the child should do something and the child doesn't want to do it. Most times that is what causes tantrum, and they'll just and just become oppositional, right? But when we talk about meltdown, sometimes meltdown doesn't there's no reason really. Sometimes the child will just start like that, and it will come in different way. I've worked with a lot of children. I mean, a lot of children. Some I've seen different meltdown. Some injurious. Some is rocking back and forth. Some is screaming, shouting. Some is just crying, unstoppable cry. Some is groaning. Some is just pacing around and wanting to bite themselves. A whole lot different behavior comes in, and what causes that is overload of sensory inputs. Okay, because I used to explain that we have our sense organs and our brain receives stimuli from environment, okay, through our senses. So we have the sight, the smell, the taste, how we feel. Okay, sometimes it could be the position of you in a place. You understand, like your where you are in place and time. Yeah, that's another way. Some that's why you notice some kids with autism, they have this abnormal gait, you know like that. Or sometimes they are very careful when they are walking, they want to hold you. Or when they enter a very big room, they walk they just walk by the side or walk with around the wall, something to guide them, because sometimes it's hard for them to understand where they are in place and time. Do you understand? So all these senses, for a typical child or a typical person, our brain will receive those information and process it quickly and just react, maybe give response, however response. Okay, But for some of our kids with autism, the processing is not as fast as it should be. So there's just a lot of input coming in, and processing is so it becomes overwhelming. Imagine you are in a place where you are sitting right next to where a very loud um, um, sound, all the sound, maybe DJ is playing beside, they are very loud and it just keep dumping into your ears. You feel that headache, you feel this is too much, I can't bear it. So that's what happens sometimes. So when the child begins to react that way, you just know that, oh, okay, it might be because of this is meltdown, not tantrum. The child is not wanting anything. Because sometimes they just want to be left alone, like, don't just talk to me, allow me to ease myself out. So that's how you know the difference between tantrum and meltdown. Tantrum would stop if that child gets what he wants. Tantrum will stop if the child is crying for biscuits. Immediately you give the child biscuits, she will stop crying. But sometimes meltdown, there is no want attached to it. It's something internal that we just have to help them cope. And the best way to deal with meltdown is to just be there. Just be there for your child at that time, one. Then number two, try to remove anything that could cause the overload. If it's sound that is too much, remove it. If it is the smell that your child reacts to, remove it. But you have to be vigilant to know exactly what it is. Okay, thank you. I hope I've answered that question. Any other question? Let me even see. Any other question? Any other question? If you're just joining me, thank you for joining. Thank you so much for always following. You can share this video so that people can join in and ask their questions. I'm here for you. Okay, thank you. Okay. Please, can you kindly help me reshare the link on the WhatsApp group? At Esther Emmanuel, please help me reshare the link on the group, because I said I was going to reshare the link on the group. Please kindly help me reshare the link on the group so people can join. Thank you. Okay, so let's go to the next question. By the way, you can type your question here. You can type your question here. All right, let me get it. Okay. All right. This question is from a teacher. Um, says I have a student that I have it. Okay. Hold on. Sorry. Let me. Yeah. Okay. This is not even about the students. Okay. So the teacher said he has a child with dyslexia in her classroom, but she herself struggles to implement, the various accommodations because of the busy class schedule. You understand? Like, she feels she's not able to help the child as much as she could, because of the class dynamics. Like, of course, you know how timetable is and all of that. So she says she needs a way to implement. How do I help? How do I help the child and still help others in class and maintain uh, my time, my allocated time? Okay, okay, okay. Uh, all right. So, many of us can relate to that question. If you're a teacher, you can relate to that question. You have a child with special needs in your classroom. I really don't know how to balance helping that child in your classroom, because of course you have other kids that you have to attend to, and you feel the time is not enough, or you're not doing enough to help that child. Okay. So, how do I help? Okay. That's a good question. That's a good question. Yeah, I'm waiting to see if I have other people. This is this question related with teachers too, who have kids with special needs in their classroom? Anyone? Anyone? Okay. All right. Well, here is what I will say. Right. Having kids with special needs in your class, especially kids with dyslexia in your classroom, yes, can be a bit tricky, because of course dyslexia affects reading and writing mostly, and that is mostly what we do in school. Even if we do other things, but it is anchored around, you have to read whatever subject you're doing. You have to read it, you have to write, you have to spell. And if a child is having difficulty in all of those things, the truth is the child might struggle in across the subjects, however it is. Okay. So as a teacher, what you can do is planning. Before you start your lesson, of course, you have it in mind that you have this child that has dyslexia, and so when you are planning your lesson, you plan with that mindset that, okay, I need to also, how does this child learn better? So that would help you know the resources to use, the strategies you use in teaching. Okay, I always advise teachers that Montessori way of teaching is the way to go, where you use all the forms of senses to pass your message across. So you make sure there are visuals, you make sure your lesson content has practicals, something the children can do hands-on, maybe feel, touch, see. you know you Body movement is another thing where you have to make them move. Okay. Audio too is another thing. So try and work around all of those ways of passing information across, so that that child will not be left behind. You understand? And give options. Okay, give options. This child cannot spell or write as much as others. Give There are other accommodations, there are audio books. Allow the child to, or maybe you record the lesson, so that you can share it with the child or the child's parents, so that the child can still listen to it at home. Your student can still listen to it and now take his or her time to get that lesson. You understand? You can give that student writing targets. You might not be able to write everything on the board or on the screen, as the case may be, but maybe, okay, make sure you finish 1 or 2 paragraphs. You understand? Or just let the child write the summary, because there is a difficulty. But the truth is, the child is learning. The child understands the lesson. The child can verbally tell you, oh, this is what I learned. I learned that 2 plus 2 is 4. You mentioned it, I know it. It's just the written expression I'm not able to show you in written form, but I can tell you, I can express my understanding in different ways. So allow that student to also express his or her understanding in different ways. I remember when I was teaching grade 3 in one of the schools I taught back then, I have few students that struggles with reading and spelling and writing. Fridays are the days where we showcase what we've learned. We allow students to express what they've learned through the week. I know that is how it still is for most school, where you have one topic for 1 week. You understand? So you have that time to drive whatever thing you want to teach the children for 1 week, right? One topic for 1 week. So on Friday is the day where we leave them, we give them something like class projects, student projects. Sometimes we group them, sometimes it's individual, sometimes we ask them to come up with various ways. We just write one question, but we give them options of how to express the answer. Some people end up drawing comics for me as answer. Some people end up going to computer room to develop a PowerPoint for me as their expression of understanding. That's fine. Some people will collect cardboard and do drawings, or maybe just do a form of summary on the cardboard so that we can paste it in the classroom. If you look at my classroom back then, you see you see students work all pasted all over the classroom wall. You understand? Because and some people would end up doing a video. They will tell you they want to do a video, so they'll do a video and share it. It's always fun. You see in that class there is always lively, because every child is shining. There is no tag and say, this one has this one, that thing in class, this one cannot read very well, but this one, you will see that every child is shining, because that one every student know, even though you're not good at this one, but you are good at this one. So and then everybody is shining. So as that teacher, you have to just create the opportunities, but it takes planning. It takes a lot of head planning to do. Like, okay, you just have to plan ahead. But this child, let me give this child more opportunity to learn. Okay, so thank you everyone. I hope I answered that question. So please type your question. This is open forum. Type your question. So I am giving everyone opportunity now. So you now say Miss Esther is always talking about autism. So if you have any other issues, I'm here for you. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. I'm checking if I have more questions in my WhatsApp page. But you can type your question here. You can type your question here. Okay, someone is sending me message on my WhatsApp. Thank you, Miss Esther. We can hear you now. I'm happy that you can hear us. Thank you so much. Please, let's share this. Let's still take about maybe 15 minutes more on this live. Let's take about 15 minutes, so that I know that tomorrow is work. So 15 minutes more before we round up. So if you have questions now, this is the time to ask. So I'm here for you. This is the time to ask. Okay. Hello, Yusuf Hasimu. Hello. Thank you for joining. Yeah. Okay. I am here waiting. You can actually go on this page. Like I have some videos that I've made, here on my YouTube channel. You can go over them. I think I've covered some topics, different areas. So you can actually go over these videos. So please subscribe and share, so you can enjoy this free training. And every of our social media page as well. Bloom Wright has a social media page on on Instagram and Facebook. You can follow us there as well. And our Instagram page. We're trying to grow our Instagram page too, so we can be having these live sections. Because I know is so many people have that. Some people prefer one social media channel to the other. Some people just like Facebook, while some people like Instagram or wherever. You can follow us on all of our social media, and so I can at least enjoy this free training. Okay, all right. Happy Sunday. Thank you, Happiness Ikechukwu. Thank you, and happy Sunday to you. It's a good evening. Good evening. Okay. Good evening. All right. I have another question here. Someone is asking, what's the best method to what's the best method to teach reading for a child with autism? What's the best method to teach reading? Okay. If I say best method, best method. I don't know if it's the best method. That word best is what I'm considering. I mean that kids with autism are different. So what works for one might not work for another. So you might just have to try all the methods of reading. You might go through phonics. You might go through conventional reading, the way we will learn how to read, just getting the words through sight words. You can just follow that and see which one works for. But I know lately it has always been phonics. Phonics helps actually because you're not you the sound is phonemes. Sound is what makes word. So if you can if you can correctly identify sounds and blend them together, words are coming out like that. You'll be able to read, which is like the simplest one. But I've also met some kids that I have tried teaching them phonics. It's not staying. I won't lie to you. I mean, just this is A sound, B is B. It's not staying at all. So those children, you just teach them the conventional way. So I won't say one is the best. You just have to follow your child's lead and know which one works. I know in schools right now, most schools go for phonics, and I won't say you should change because of that particular one child. And so that's why sometimes special education, special needs come in where you have extra support in school, maybe a person with special need, a teacher, like a SEND teacher in school. That SEND teacher can now take time to teach that child the other way, the way the child learns. You understand? So there is no best way. Yeah, it's just it has to be the child. You have to follow the child needs. Okay, I think I have another question here on YouTube by Oluwatosin. Oluwatosin, how are you doing? Hello. Okay, so he said a boy with ADHD who doesn't just want to use his fingers for anything at all, especially writing. He has been engaged with different activities to improve his motor skills, but still no improvement. Okay. How old is the child though? How old is the boy? But anyway, notwithstanding, we are sure that it is ADHD. He doesn't want to use his fingers. So when we have kids that are reluctant or oppositional, okay, he's 5 years old. Okay, he should be holding or writing. So when we have kids that are oppositional, maybe it's something they don't like, we have to find a way to make them like it. That's the truth. It's like you're enticing them to write. Yes, that's the truth. It was diagnosed with ADHD. Yeah. So ADHD might come with focus, might come with hyperactivity, especially for a boy. You understand? Aside that is being dealt with, the fact that he will have to see now, you know, when you are writing, it takes focus and attention, which is a deficiency for kids with ADHD. So I can understand if the child does not like to write or wants to hold, you understand, or wants to use his finger to do anything because he just wants to be carefree. So I would advise that you don't stop the fine motor skills, those exercises or training you're doing, don't stop it. But beyond that, it's time, use more of reinforcers. Use reinforcers. Use in ABA we call it reinforcers, where you have to negotiate, let the child know, if you can actually do this, you will get this. After a while you faint that method, but it works for kids that doesn't show interest in something, you understand. Now if it's that he doesn't have this hand dexterity to hold, you understand, maybe this place is weak, you might just have to continue a lot of exercises and some supplements that could help strengthen his muscles. Okay. And then I think I would also advise that a lot of brain gym exercises to be help. Yeah, brain gym exercises can help that. Okay, just different brain gym exercises will help, and I'm sure they will like it because it's exercises, body movement, so they will like it. Please continue the fine motor skills. Use different, you know, it could just be foam, squeezing out water from the foam, pressing a little deflated balloons, just to have this. Okay, just pinching through Play-Doh, just pinch. That looks like fun. Okay, so just pinch like that would help that pinchers hold, you understand. And then start with something fun for him to hold, not serious things, not writing. Let him hold something fun, something he likes, you understand. Let him hold something he likes. If it's ball, toys, you know, just entice him more with reinforcement. That's the idea. Entice him more. If you entice him more, he will, little by little, consistently, he will start holding. You know, so before you know it, you start holding spoon, start holding all of those things. Before you know it, holding jumbo color to color. Before now, talking about pencil, and you can also get pencil holders and all. Yeah, I hope I answered your question. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Oluwatosin, you're welcome. Okay, so I have another question from at White Pepper. Okay. Alright, so it says a 5-year-old can read and write but responds to only academics, has language and speech delay. I'm trying to get that. A 5-year-old can read and write, okay, but responds to only academic as language and speech delay, flows only in academics but don't respond in social talk. Okay. What can I do to make him flow more in talking? Okay, so socially, academics. Okay, I think I get that. Okay, so how do you encourage him to participate in social talk? So I think you take it one step at a time. Let him start interacting with you first. If you are the therapist or the parent or the teacher, start with you. Have a time where both of you will sit down and play. You can just do turn taking. It could just be a little turn taking game. It could just be something he likes to do. Sit with him and do it together. Sometimes ask him questions and let him answer. Show that you are interested in what he's interested in and talk to him. If you see that you've gained that attention from him, now you can now bring a body. maybe a classmate or a sibling, someone, you understand. Now you are increasing the social cycle like that. So but if you just send him to the world sorry, I'm using that, you just send him out there and go and play with your friends, like go, it might be overwhelming, because there might be an underlying issue why he doesn't like social interaction. So that could be make him withdraw and not want to. Okay, so let's start small. The idea is to start small. Start from yourself, then bring a body. You understand? When you see that you're conveniencing, include another person, you know, and you see that before you know it, it will come out of it gradually. It will come out. I have a lot of kids like that too, that I see that socially they don't want to talk or communicate, but just start small. Start small. I want to ask, does the child communicate with you, talk with you? Is it comfortable around you? Yeah. White pepper. Is he comfortable around you? If he is, that's really good. You can start from there. Teach him to take turns. Teach him to, oh no, oh he doesn't. Okay. Then I think you should start from there, where go to him and don't initiate the play. Let it be that maybe he's doing something and you're showing interest in what he's doing. You understand? And just talk around it. Don't ask any academic question. If he likes to draw, for instance, you can just go to him and say, you're drawing, oh I like this, what are you drawing? He'll be forced to tell you. If he doesn't want to tell you, oh I see you're drawing, answer yourself. Okay, he's very comfortable around you. Amazing. So that's fine. If he's comfortable around you, so push for more social talk with him. You understand? After a while, just introduce a body. You're the mom. Of course it will be okay. Oh, you sound like the teacher. Your question sounded more like you are his teacher. Okay, so of course, okay, so if you're the mom, of course it will be. So that's fine. If there is a sibling, introduce sibling. If not, tell your son's teacher to start that in school. Let the teacher bond with your child. Just like academics, fine, that's good. Let the teacher bond with your child in academics. Let them talk at the academic talk. No problem. Zach Van Einstein, let you talk academic talk with your teacher. Let the teacher now start bringing bodies one after the other, but not, just, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Also talk to the child's teacher and say, okay, I want you to help me with social interaction with my son as well in school. Of course, they get more interaction in school because they are out there with their friends, so the teacher can actually help. So, but then it has to be a gradual process, not everyone, one after the other. So one person per time until we are able to build that cycle. I don't know, did I answer your question? Oh, he loves to learn only and responds only academically. Wow, I'm interested in your son already. I wish I knew him. Okay, but of course he would, if he wants something, he talks. Like if he needs something, he will ask, right? What? So if he wants to play, what does he play with? He only does academic playing too. What does he play with? What does he like to do aside academics? Anything? Swimming, music, art. What does he like to do? I know him. Please, who is he? It's because this your name will not make me know. White pepper. Who is he? Is he one of my children? I awesome. Awesome. Sports, okay. Oh, he likes sports. Oh, great. Okay, the teacher could, maybe the sport teacher could help. You understand? If you like sports, it's good. It's good. It's even better. Sports is a social activity. Yeah, that's even good. We can start from there. We can start from there. Let him bond with an adult first, then a peer, like that. So we keep increasing the social cycle. That's it. Ah, mommy, awesome. Okay. So awesome is the academician. Oh, good to know. Good to know, mommy. Also, I remember you. I I remember you. Oh my God. Okay. Ah, that's nice. Good to know. You have one Ivan Ashton in your house. So that's good. That's good. Okay, so just talk to the teacher too. Talk to the teacher. I feel that could help. I feel that would help because you get more social interaction in school. So they can help there in school. So you can talk to the teacher or the coach, you know, in school. Let him bond with the teacher, then a peer, just one peer. So that when you are teaching him, what's your friend's name? Or some says, my friend's name is, you should have a friend. You understand? But it starts from, yeah. I hope I answered your question, man. Okay. Any other question? Any other question before we round up? Because I know that tomorrow is work, so I don't want to delay us. So, do we have any other question? By the way, I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone. Thank you so much for your support so far. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. You're welcome. You're welcome, ma'am. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, I think we should round. I'm looking at the time. I think we should round up now. I think we should round up. We've done almost an hour. I think we should round up now. Yeah, I don't think I have any other question there with me. Anyone? No worry, no worry. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining me. Okay, for this live section. I enjoyed myself having to see all of you here. Thank you so much. Let's do this again, yeah? Let's do it. Please invite others to join this channel so we can learn more. Would plan another time, so that we can be consistent with this live section. Maybe next week. I'm not sure, but if not next week, but maybe we'll still have one more live section before the end of this year, right? So thank you. Thank you again. I appreciate you all so much. We'll continue our discussion on the WhatsApp group. Yeah, so we'll learn a new thing again this week. Thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. God bless you. I pray that as we go through the end of the year, God will go with us and will help us and grant us desires of our hearts. And that prayer point with your child, your children that you're looking up unto God for, you will answer it in Jesus' name. All right. Thank you, everyone, and good night. Good night. Have a lovely, lovely week. Bye. Good night, everyone.